Hello, welcome to today's video. So I am once again staffing the wonderful Sheffield Maker Shop. I've already been sketching. It's graduation day again in the city. So I've been just enjoying sketching some people sitting there with their motorboards on. Exciting times, I remember those days. Seeing as though I'm in the shop and seeing as though it's not a weekend and it shouldn't be so busy, I thought I'd answer a question that one of you have asked me and you might like to know the answer. And if I don't get time to answer the question now, and there's people already coming in, I'll answer it later. So the question is, I wonder if you could talk about your favourite illustrators and why you like them, from Valentina. So people are coming in now, so I'll answer that throughout the day. Keep watching. So the first one is someone called Lina Alvarez, and she wrote a book that I read called, it's like a graphic novel called, I think it's Nightlights. But I really like Lina Alvarez's style. She's really fun, bright, vivid, whimsical. She's got a really good kind of storytelling narrative within the actual images themselves. And she's really good at representing things that don't have bodies in a physical form. So like emotions and fears and concepts. It's really magical and bright and colourful and just delicious, really delicious illustrations. Okay, so the second one that I want to mention is Axel Sheffer. It might seem like a really obvious choice, classically well-known children's book illustrator. I like the character that Axel Sheffer manages to put into his pieces, but while still feeling like a traditionally cartoonized illustration. All of the characters they're very solid, they're very kind of based in reality while remaining kind of lively, and they're like classically comic. They feel like a hint of nostalgia. And all the characters look like they've got that kind of cheeky look on their face, like you want to know more about their story. So, Axel Sheffer. Also, while we're on the nostalgia front, I can't talk about illustrators that make me feel nostalgic without mentioning Janet and Alan Olberg. Like Axel Sheffer, they're very solid characters based in real life, but with a hint of magic. So they're rooted in reality, but they're made larger than life through the magic of illustration. They're just gorgeous. My favourite book growing up was a book called The Jolly Postman, and inside the book, it was very interactive. Inside the book were letters to fairy tale characters like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and very wonderful. Also the book's Funny Bones, they were instrumental in my childhood growing up, so definitely I can't overlook the Olbergs. So the next one, which it might seem very obvious if you've watched me for a little while because I was intending to go and see them live, but the live event got cancelled. It's Oliver Jeffers. He's one of the kind of keystone children's book illustrators that you think of in kind of modern children's book illustration. But there's a reason for it. Oliver Jeffers, I think he's got a fine art background. I think he might even have a fine art degree. His knowledge of how to make a picture is so good that he can really simplify an image but get so much into it. So Oliver Jeffers, it's very painterly but very simple. The characters are often very simple, like stick legs, stick arms, but there's so much emotion in there, so much feeling, so much beauty, and to be able to do that with so much simplicity it's mind-blowing. I also love Oliver Jeffers' storytelling, not just in the words themselves, but in the pictures. So the characters and the settings have such a big storytelling element, and I feel like his images and his characters, even though they're simple, they're so carefully curated to be so impactful. He really is a good illustrator and one of my faves. Next are a couple of illustrators that I've found in the last few years, which are very kind of soft, naturalistic illustrators, very beautiful, very realistic. So their characters are kind of bound in the realms of reality, and they're so beautiful and artistic and very evocative of nature and like the softness of nature that I really love them. And they are Katherine Raina and Helen Oxenbury. Their illustrations are very simple, very beautiful. I love them because their illustrations are luxuriously simple and beautiful and evocative of nature. Next is Edva, or Edva. I never know how to say their name. I love the playfulness, I love the organic nature of the sketches, the kind of scribbly, as though he's just drawn it and it's just happened. The life hasn't been tidied out of the illustration. They're so full of life, they're so lively. And because of that, they're so joyful. And that's what I like about Ed's illustrations. dark out there now, but I've been drawing my little heart out. And I'm finished my second sketchbook of November. I think it's my second. I don't think I'm on my third yet. But I just wanted to show you one of my sketchbook icks. So sketchbooks have a definite way of being opened. So these ones are just like, there's no front, no back, but there's a definite way to open them, right? So you know with these sketchbooks that it's the right way because it opens flat. You know it's the wrong way when you open it and the cover does this. Can't even pick it up on the screen, but it just doesn't fold back flat. You get this crease. Major sketchbook ick. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions that you would like answering, get them in the comments and I'll save them for when I've got a nice quiet day sketching around. But until the next one, see you later.